Your socks are nice.
That's what I'm saying. I lifted my trousers to get my socks in. What am I talking about? Bloody ridiculous. I think it started, by the way.
Have you started?
Hello everybody, welcome back to our regular viewers and a big hello to any new viewers. Today's topic is going to be a really interesting one, I think, growth versus profit. To start with, when the first, I'd say 5-10 years of phase 3, it was all about profit. I managed it down really well, and touch wood, thank God, we were a reasonably profitable company. We've never borrowed a penny. I will say that's a whole topic in itself, actually, finance. Okay. Probably we'll save that for another day. But we've never borrowed any money. Everything has been kind of self-grown, and I think it's a really interesting topic because which is more important? Is it profit? If you're just focusing on profit, is that more of a lifestyle business? How do you then grow? Whether you finance or whether you don't, how do you grow? Where's your investment coming from?
And at what point in a company's growth do you start to have those discussions as opposed to just winging it really and making sure you want to make money?
Yeah.
I think there comes a point, certainly came a point for us where we had to start having much more strategic conversations.
Yeah.
But actually, what is the point of what we're doing? For us, for our company, rather than for our clients.
I've touched upon it in a previous video where we discussed how we were really profitable in the early days, but never felt we were a true business because there was 3 of us, 4 of us, and it was very
proper business,
one man reliant.
Yeah.
But again, it's definition. How do you define a real business? Is that not a real business? 2, 3, 4 people is not real business?
To me, it's those kind of conversations. It's when you maybe need a strategy, when you need when you need all the formal things, when you need the trappings that a bigger company possibly has. And that started to happen for you and I. And it happened very quickly, didn't it?
It did. It happened really quickly. I mean, our growth over the last 18, 24 months has been ridiculous. 400-500% increase in staff and everything that goes with that. But it's the point you just mentioned. It's the point at which you decide: are you going for growth?
I think that's the difficult thing we should focus on, because I think that is really difficult. And I remember starting to feel frustrated with you.
Yep.
At the point where I felt we'd got to a point where the team was big enough, and to be honest about it, our fixed costs were going up. Our fixed costs were going up, and you had to run things on such a lean principle.
Yep.
So lean.
Yep.
And the fixed costs, and it's huge, great profitability there.
Yep.
And I think that is to do with the size. I don't think it's a lot to do with what you were actually doing. I mean, you manage it well.
Yeah, we had some big contracts at the time, and I think that kind of made everything look a little bit rosier than it probably was. It was short term. That's
our specific case. I think in any case you can manage a micro company on a shoestring.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I was getting to the point I needed to spend money.
Yeah.
I needed to recruit people. People are your most expensive cost. They're going to be that for everybody, right?
Of course.
Particularly in our industry.
Yep.
I mean, what we are without people, we're nothing without people.
Yeah.
I was getting a frustration because I became aware, without knowing, without any sort of formal training, I suppose, on our business. I was having to push you to see the cost base go up.
Yeah.
And the point I found myself making was, we want to grow. You were saying, we need to grow. I was saying, we need to grow, I want to grow. And yet we were stopped because we shared, but you particularly, an alarm for the fixed cost base going up, and therefore your profitability going down.
Yeah.
And I started to argue with, we were talking about ridiculous things like Amazon and Google and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Bit like,
good examples to use. Yeah.
Why not? Aim high or low, however you see it.
Why not?
Yeah. But we started to have those conversations, and I remember saying to you, most proper companies when you get to a certain size, are not able to afford to run the way in which if you're going to grow, you've got to lose that profitability. Or that extent of profitability.
And I've slowly come round to that way of thinking, because I think if you're really lucky, you could probably do both still. I'm sure there's companies out there who are extremely profitable and who are growing, year on year by ridiculous percentages increases. But for us, it was a case of, do we accept a little bit of a slow period, maybe 12 months, 18, 24 months.
It's just slowing it down.
And I think, again, one of the previous videos about letting go and handing over the reins and all this kind of stuff. I think it's really, really important to understand where you want to be as a company. How do you achieve that and kind of work your way back? And I think we're on track. We are doing everything we wanted to do, and we'd be really, really interested to hear your views, guys, on growth, profitability, can they live together? So let us know, guys. Let us know your feedback, let us know what you think. Please continue to subscribe, share it with your friends and family, your colleagues, kids, neighbours, whoever you want to share it with. And really, really interested to hear your feedback on this particular topic, but all the other videos on the topic.
Tell us if we've got it wrong, please.
Yeah, we probably have. Thank you, and see you all next week.